which is not ideal. If it's going to be winter, it's going to take them twice as long to get through, which is not what I want. And Cat's got inspired surgery. I kind of don't want them to be getting woken up constantly, but there isn't much that I can do. Yeah. What we got? We got like 15. The problem I've got is that I want to do stone cutting. And I have got a bench coming up. I think I've got... Wait, have I got a bench here yet? I brought... Yeah, there we go. Stone cutter's table. Let's bring you inside. I think it's going to matter anywhere that I have you. Probably just put you right next to storage. I'll do that. And I'll get you a chair set up. The basic chair will do it. I think stools are supposed to be better. Can we use the tables, workstations, and elsewhere? Use the tables, workstations, elsewhere. Yeah, so both of them could be used. So as far as I'm concerned, one's as good as the other. Now, since it's going to be coming into winter, and I also require light in here, I'm going to get some of these lit up so we can have some warmth and have, oh, what do you call it? Have some warmth plus light. That would be ideal. All right. Well, we kind of got to wait for morning for this, unfortunately, but I don't really need them to chop down these specific trees. I just need them to get out of the way. And as far as I could tell, what do we send up here? What are your skills? I know Tofu's tank. We've got plants, crafting, social, so all the plants will get cut down by augury. Tofu might do some of it. You are exclusively crafting, which is what I wanted. Crafting and construction. So chimpanzee will start on that as soon as we've got it in place, because it's also construction to get it here. You should do that as a priority. And then after we've got that all set up, then we can kind of just start making stones. So I'll be abandoning... It's such a fucking weird thing because I spent so much effort trying to get it up here. But I'll be abandoning basically all of my stone resources. I'll be abandoning all of like my wooden items, chairs and shit. Like stone stuff includes tables and stuff. The only things that they weren't going to include... Where was it? The game stuff. Sorry. I'll probably be yawning a fair bit. Yeah, so like the, these things. These are the only, stone items that I won't leave behind. It's just the game items to keep them entertained and stuff. That should be fine. Now, it was saying that my chess tables, these ones must be the ones that it's bitching about. If I could pull those up, and those. I also haven't put up all of my, we call it beds and shit yet. I'll see how we go with getting enough, like, well, we've got plenty of animals, but, like, this one should be waiting for morning, essentially. I'll see if we can get it sped up a bit. Let's see. Still just that and them. I feel like time just doesn't pass at the moment. Because, yeah, I spent ages with this lot today. And the funny thing is, like, this group of 3 is the closest I've had to pretty much, like, a normal game in years. I have chickens joining where? Here? There's a lot of chickens, but I don't really have a pen. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. It'd be very cool if they could kind of free roam. That'd be nice. There is a lot of roosters in that pack. And they've got frail for aging. This house looks way falls asleep, snuggling wolf bush. No, you rest up, Viking. I might set up animals and stuff. Got no drugs on here. Let's see how my animal setup is. Yeah, it's basically all reset again. So, pretty much gonna want this at like 5 for the chickens and probably like, because it is this location, I could let it like blow out of proportion like that. Now, cats are basically infinite. Cassowaries, I don't really want. Caribous, capybaras, room rats, bison, arctic foxes, alpha beavers, alpacas. I don't want any of those. Chinchillas, cobras, cougar. I do want cows, not deers, not donkeys, dromedaries, yes, ducks, not elephants, elk, emus, fennec foxes, gazelles. Let me click on it. Goats, geese. What else we got here? Grizzly bears, guinea pigs, hares. Do you want horses, not huskies? Ibex, iguanas, labradors, lynxes. I mean, if I get one of those, fuck it, I'll keep it. Same with that. Let's see. Buffaloes, yes. Ostriches. No. I don't think I had pigs anymore. I feel like I didn't have pigs anymore. It would be funny if I had one or two or something and they come up here and it's like, oh, okay, no, I have a policy in place where they're just going to get died, you know? I'm like, oops. All right, so pretty much everything that I do want to be able to breed once they arrive here won't get auto-culled. Kind of the purpose of it. Yeah, I can't really do anything with this lot until they wake the fuck up and start doing stuff. Kind of sucks. This lot, I'm back here. That's where we are. So, like, all the beds are going to stay where they are. I'm not pulling up the carpet. The dresses are going to stay. So basically, these rooms, once I take out the vents and the lights, that will be it. These rooms will be technically deconstructed. As for other stuff like this, I do want to go around and make sure that random stupid little things like that are fixed up. So I could kind of take this down by, I mean, it is giving us power, but I don't need too much. I've got basically all my fuels, all my stoves are fueled at the moment, so I don't really have to worry about that. Just these ones. There we go. All right. Now, I will also need to take batteries with me. How many have I got? 71. 71's not too bad. Funny thing is, I actually always had a lot of batteries on all my maps. And this is one of the maps where I haven't had a lot of batteries. And they actually do alright. Like, they don't tend to, like, blow up or much. And compared to, like, other locations where I've had just an absolute shit ton of batteries, it makes me wonder if anything changed or if I just didn't know how much they were using. Like, mind you, once I actually get my colony up to, like, full electricity power and shit, I'm gonna need decent storage and stuff for them. But, yeah, until then. The other thing, too, is I thought about decreasing where they can store shit. Like, kind of, like, forcing it over a bit so it's not as far. I do have a fair few components, too. I've got, like, 200 odd in here. I think I'd only store them outside, because, look, they're taking up a lot of room. It's like 700 components. That's actually good. I need components, chem fuel, and seal to launch these pod things. And yeah, I mean, I still don't want to launch like just a colonist at a time and whatever, but that is kind of like the way it's going at the moment. Like, if I could send, like, I think Lola's a little slow walking. If I could send, say, Skizor and, I don't know, hit you up with like, I don't know if 10 meals would really be enough. I feel like 4 days worth of food, that's not really enough. If you 5 extra of that, that's 7 days worth of food. I mean, I think the journey is about 9, give or take. Just see if I can get that up to 9. There we go. Back down by 1. So they've still got a shit ton of carry weight, but not much because it's like per colonist. So if I could send in something heavy and maybe one other person, I like to send medical, healer, make serums, stuff like that would be great. But I don't really want to send steel out yet. There's a whole heap of things in here I do not want to send. Just because it's kind of like, I'm not going to take them with me anyway. I should make sure anything like steel is broken down though. I really should go and do that. Pick up the game boards. Another one. And I've got like 8 turrets sitting in there at the moment. Nobody's like packing my things, so that's 35 carry capacity. I don't really need a turret yet. I just wanted to have a look at that. Oh god, I've got like plasteel chairs. I'm gonna take the plasteel shit with me, so I guess we load up some of those. I'd like to start making stuff with plasteel, ideally. So that's kind of what I want to do. Let's grab Ender. Too heavy. I also have not checked what their skills are here. Not too worried. You guys can carry most of that. Like 1 kilo of difference. These books are only like half a kilo. A kilo, stuff like that. You could take the implant. Bionic heart, stuff like that. That could be actually life-threatening over there. Take that. It's not like it's a really weird combination of shit. But a couple of colonists and more stuff, it's fine. The other thing I want to do too is ultimately just get another caravan set up. I know we've got a caravan that's supposed to be coming out of here, but it's taking its sweet ass time. So we get up there. Yeah, it reckons 8 days, but add on like an extra 5 at least. So I don't really care who I send in this particular thing. I reckon there'll be like a cook and a digger. And one of you's got a gun, so that's not too bad. Yeah, what I want... not a fuck ton of animals, but an amount of animals. Basically, again, if I could get the ones that are not pregnant, that will be ideal. Because the last thing I really want is the caravan getting blown out of proportion with too many, like, you know, animals breeding and stuff. That does happen. They just won't leave if something like that happens. It's really fucking frustrating. Because it would be pretty easy to avoid in most situations. Well, at least I feel it is. But let's see, 48 days of food. I don't know if that's going to help feed who's already there. Like, I'm trying not to use up too much stuff, and I do want to take pemmican with me. I can take like 500 that, because this will feed people. There we go. Oh, not that much. I have more than that? Jesus. I said, wait, how many days is that going to give me? 129. Drops in like 35. We'll see if we could get there in the 35. As for medical stuff, I would probably like a good 200. I think we've already got a stack of 100. No, what's my 0? There we go. I think we've got a stack of 200 already. But I'd rather take that with me. We're pretty well good at the moment. I can fuel leave that. I wanted to sell these. Worst case scenario is I can carry them. I don't want to send that. I do want to send Jade. Might as well load it since this one's got the room. I would prefer to sell uranium. Ideally. I'd like to use my psychic super pulses or use them to leave. That'd be good. I think that might be already accounted for. I think the Game Verb boards are already accounted for. Let's take the beacon, iPhone poppers. I'm looking for dregs of stuff to just load up an inventory with. Metal and stuff like that, like a masterwork bedroll thing, that's fine. I think I've got... No, I don't have that allocated. Cabinet. Still have so much space. Don't have those set up, but I do not know about... I think the one plasteel chair is fine. I think it's the legendary and the excellence. I think they're the problem. See, I don't want to take any of the wood. I would like to take the rest of the bionics. The heart is already allocated out, so I'll just take the rest. They're not that heavy. It's just I've got to get them out of here to go there. I also don't know if they'll just read these on their own. Recreation multiplier. Okay, so I could get like good recreation from it. I'll leave those towards the end. Kind of try to bring those as a group. What else we got? We've got clothes and we've got weapons. That's kind of it as far as items go, which means that it's mostly just getting food out of here. Which I made the mistake last time as I took too much food. and crippled who was left. So I don't really want to do that. But I'd probably call in for another trader, honestly, and get rid of some of the stuff. Because I don't need like a shit ton of weapons and stuff just laying around. Fuck it, since I got the limit for it. I'll chuck them in there. I might need to add an extra gunner to this group. Just for safety. Now, what was the thing I was looking for? I thought about taking a small group of steel. That's a fair bit of steel. I don't want to take that much. I just want to take like 900. Because that will let me build some stuff. At least like fridges and things, you know. In saying that, I will also need at least a basic couple of components. I would say probably 10 of these things. And give or take, probably going to need like 120 odd of these. This advanced components don't get used too frequently, but components do. So I could see that getting used. And I was going to chuck in just an extra person. I actually thought about chucking in like the panthers and shit. But I'll just chuck on somebody else that's got a gun, like Seahorse. Seahorse will absolutely murder people with that. I'm pretty sure only one of my 2 people going has a gun. Yeah, Mondo. Alright, that works for me. That'd be like the second caravan going out. There's such tiny groups. They have so much in them though. But yeah, that should clear it out pretty solidly. There's 6 feather in pocket. I can all be pretty happy to know that you took the feather with you. For safekeeping and whatnot. Obviously, I'll let him know when he wakes up and stuff. It'll be a while. Sometimes Viking sleeps like almost all stream. I like feathers. Yeah, Viking's been kind of like having like, I don't know where he keeps getting them from, but he just keeps finding like really pretty feathers. So yeah, there was one that was like glowing. I think Shadow got that one. That was cool. But yeah, I always like, I don't know, like birds in our area kind of like just kind of chill out and sort of frolic and play and stuff sometimes. And I love just finding like a naturally like preened out one kind of thing, like, you know, just a loose one that's on the ground. Because like if I can, I try to like bring it inside and like let my cats sniff it and stuff, because they go ape shit just sniffing the thing. I don't have to do anything with it. They just have to shove the thing up their nose because cats. But yeah, I always like bringing them inside, like letting them look at it and stuff. Before I know it, the thing's like snapped in half, mangled, and like hidden somewhere in the house. But yeah, I don't know. I could never have like actual like decorative feathers. I had like peacock feathers at one point in time. I think that was when Phoenix might have been younger, definitely. And I found that there was a store that sold like slightly damaged peacock feathers for like $1. And I'm like, that's actually pretty good, because it's like, I don't really have the resources to get this from anywhere else. And yeah, they would obviously fall out in like preening and get damaged and stuff. And yeah, it turns out that the motion of one of those things, absolutely just, my cats can't deal with it. Like it's like their eyes end up huge and everything on their face twitches, and they just kind of like follow it and try to bat at it, and they just cannot deal. And if you put it up, they'll go out of their way to go and get it and then run away with it. So yeah, we only ever managed to get a few of those before they're like sold out. It must have been like a molting season or something. But that was so worth it. 100% would do it again. I do like the fact that they're bringing stuff in. Chimpanzee's bringing in the thing. That's all of our gear. See, normally I'd like nook up in here, but this is a better spot for it. So once Chimpanzee's got this down, it should have some like level of stats on it. Have a quick look. Marble, slate. Okay, well, what do we got here? We've got slate. I would like to actually build a slate. I like slate. Nice like black rock kind of thing. What else we got? We've got limestone. Hey Wafer, how you doing? How's your day treating you so far? How I'm murdering something? No murdering anything. Also, no legit murdering anything. I might make slate blocks. Make a fucking slate colony. How's that sound? It'll look real pretty. Make some slates. What? Killing mold. Maybe start with the sentence more like that, however. That could be a little bit better way to say it. Because, like, I don't know. I definitely have, like, had a few conversations with people where they are, like, animal cruelty, like, killing kind of thing. So it does concern me when somebody comes in and they're just like, oh, I'm killing something. I just want it to be silly. Maybe, like, you could still do it, but, like, maybe just, like, add, like, a comma or, like, a few dots or a few spaces or something, or even in just brackets and just be, like, mold or something like that. So, like, it's known to be safe and stuff, because, yeah, it could be hard to tell sometimes. Mind you, it's really funny that you say that, because we just went and got a, what is it? A new, mold thingy. Another mold killer or whatever for, like, the shower. Like, we had a really good one, and it worked great. So we used the shit out of it, and now we need to get more. So we did. It's pretty fucking cheap too, so it's nice. But Nick also got, like, a decent, like, scrubby brush thing. Those things kind of, like, wear out. Like, they're not really made to last very well here. But yeah, if Chimpanzee could feel like he could do some blocks, he's already got some. Let's get blocks out of here. Buildings? The items. Might be raw resources. Yes. There we go. Okay, take that out of there. That might need that to go into here then. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. That paw moves while asleep. Now if I can now have to grab that paw and play with those beans while you sleep. And so far I haven't woken up Viking yet from doing it. Oh, it's ready to launch. Let's get you guys launched up here. The other caravan's actually not that far ahead. Was it? I do not know how to kill it, but Google says using vinegar helps kill mold. Vinegar can help kill mold. There are several different types of things you can try. Depends on the type of the mold as well, and depends on the surface and what you're using to, like, wipe it off and stuff with. Like, there was some kind of, like, very fragrant leaf type thing that you can get in a what do you call it, like, in a mold killing thing. I don't know what it's called. I know it's like a herbal kind of method. It's really strong. I don't think it's like tea tree oil or something like that, but it's really strong. It had it was like milk of something. I don't know, I'll remember it later. I'll remember it when it's irrelevant again. But yeah, that one worked really great after floods and stuff to kill the special type of mold that came in with that. That was at a workplace I was at, so that wasn't my problem. But everybody in the office did inhale mold spores. We all had to take medicines and stuff to help kill the mold that was in our throat. That is also a thing that can happen too. You can grow mold in your throat. And the best way to know if that's happening, apart from the fact that you just feel like absolute shit, is, you take this medicine, and if anybody's ever had pop rocks, it sounds like that in your throat when you gargle the medicine before you have to, like, swallow the stuff. And it's like a fizzing, sizzling kind of sound sensation in the back of your throat. That was wild. Yeah. We had some really bad floods several years back. Really, really bad floods. And a workplace I worked at the time went under so badly. And we all thought it was great and cleaned and everything until, like, about a month or so later, when everybody in the office got really sick all at the same time. And then we discovered after one of them got diagnosed that, yeah, we all had mold. So that was brilliant. But yeah, That shit can get you in multiple different ways. How's that now? Waiting an hour or 45 minutes to make it do its thing. The one we've got works in about 30 odd seconds. If you give it about a minute and a half tops, or if you do any kind of like light kind of like wiping kind of scrubbing, not really scrubbing, but like just like rub it in kind of thing a little bit, it does work really fast. And it works really fucking well. I'm gonna have some water, hold on. I haven't drunk much water today, so I'm working on that. But yeah, the one we've got, it's pretty good. We look for things that do not require a lot of like physical, what would you call it? Like, I don't know, like the elbow grease kind of mechanic kind of thing where you have to put in the effort to get the thing to work. Because like I have so many like old injuries and stuff, and a shower is not really an easy space for a very fucking tall person to kind of maneuver around and get around to like ankle height and shit when they've got like, you know, injuries and shit. Hello, this is our first trader up here. Oh, we got a cat walking in. Nice. I also don't see any special names, but let's see. Tofu would probably be great for this particular trade. And yeah, I definitely agree that the stuff on fire, 100% true for fucking mold. Let's see. Wardening. I guess you are the best for this. Alright, well, I would like you to wait until you've done your thing, but I don't think I'll get that chance. I'll send you guys up. This is our first trader on site 3, so that's awesome. The different types, yeah. I hope I don't have that. Now, you wouldn't have that, okay, but you would have to be inside of a building that has a really high density of mold for an extremely prolonged period of time. I'm talking about like hours and hours every day for like months to get that kind of thing. So you won't have something like that, but it's why like people fight mold in houses and stuff like that, you know, is to try to prevent there from being problems and stuff in the future down the track. Is this the location that I'm at? I think it is. I've got like a little bit of silver. Let's see. I hope that my room got like that one area a lot of more. That's right. Yeah, you had like one space in like your room that had like wild mold. I think you were right though, because like you did kind of tackle it pretty quickly. See if I can buy anything with this. I think this is just I've got packaged survival meals. I may have to not get like steel and stuff and wait for a caravan to come up and just buy food. Yeah, let's reset that. So I have blue fur. Oh, this is the one that's arrived with the blue fur. Okay, that makes sense. Give me the chem fuel. I do have a lot of components, but I think we could try again. With that, I've got medicine. I'll buy you medicine. I have still so much money at this location, so that's okay. More food would be great. They've got like cows and goats and all sorts of stuff, but I don't want that right now. Psychic soothe pulses. I do want your steel. I guess we'll load up on steel. Kind of taking it too much there, but yeah. Alright, I'll remove a little bit of that. They also had a silver fucking vase down the bottom. I don't know if anybody saw that. Like scrolled past that hot quick. But yeah, that was a bit excessive. How much is it? Oh, I'm already minus. Alright. Must have been off the medicine or the components, honestly. Components are expensive. I might take that down just a little bit. There we go. I just fill this up with not that much. Take it down to about 100. Insert greetings here. Indeed, Grim. I hope you're doing alright. I hope that your game has been working for you today. I know that you're working on that. I might take just this. Accept that. And send yours back. Yeah, enter back into Qulin. Yeah, nah, yeah.